Hey guys, Pat Ryarchy here, also known as the Patriarchy. This is the last day of the year, December 31st, and I'm not quite done with my Biggest Losers of 2016 series yet. There might be a couple videos left, but let's just knock this one out, and this will probably be the last one this year. But that doesn't mean the series is over. I probably have one or two left going into January. But it's like doing a top 10 list for films or something like that. You don't always have to do it before the year's over because you don't see everything. It's like if I wanted to do a top 10 movies of the year right now, I couldn't do it because I haven't seen a lot of movies this year and I don't want to rank a top 10 list without seeing stuff like La La Land. But let's knock out the next one. YouTube. YouTube is one of the biggest losers of 2016. Specifically, YouTube's handling of their site, the way they treat content creators, the way they change the algorithms, the way they keep fucking us over, the way that they've fucked me over for about a decade now. The reason it takes so long to get YouTube views or to get hits or subscribers, all that stuff, that is difficult. I'm not knocking anyone who gets that. Like Leafy gets 3-4 million subs. He gets that. I get that. Keemstar with Drama Alert gets 1.5 million subs. Even though I think his content's terrible, he does get that. But with the new YouTube, where we're at now, with the algorithm, they're favoring stuff that's going to be outside of the YouTube community. They want Jimmy Fallon. They want Conan O'Brien. They want Jimmy Kimmel. They want MTV. They want stuff that can be uploaded daily, that can get a lot of reactions, even good or bad, lots of comments, lots of traffic, and get people talking. And they also change the algorithm for watch time. Now, when this all came out and PewDiePie said he was going to leave YouTube at 50 million subs, even though he never did, and everyone else said they were going to shut down their channels and stuff like that, here's the thing with these big channels that they're suffering. They're only suffering in the sense that they're not getting as much ad revenue as they used to get, and they're not getting as many hits as they used to get. But if you have a 500,000 subscribed channel, you're still getting a lot of hits and a lot of traffic. You're just not getting as much as you used to because of the algorithm. How the algorithm used to work was they made it about time viewed with hits. It killed animation channels. It killed a lot of channels on here because it takes a long time to do animation. So the thing was, YouTube made the algorithm. They're like, okay, we want people watching videos a lot, regularly, like daily, and we want them to watch them all the time. That made some logical sense. They want people who upload frequently and upload videos at a certain length that could have a certain amount of ads so YouTube could make more money. That all makes sense. But now with this algorithm, they want it to where people are watching your stuff all the time. They want it like every day, all day. They want people on YouTube like 24 hours. They want YouTube to be like Netflix or Amazon or something. They want it where it's a site where people are on there all day looking at YouTube's content or listening to a podcast that's 3 hours, watching a video that's a half hour, or staying on someone's channel continuously. That on some level doesn't totally piss me off because I get that. I get that the more people are on YouTube, the more money they can make. So that on some level at least is reasonable. I think too draining on content creators. I think you're asking too much of us. I've tried to upload a video every damn day and I can't do it. I upload videos pretty regularly to you guys. And this week alone, I missed a few days because I just can't fucking do it. I mean, man, I got a job. I got a girlfriend. I gotta cook. I gotta take care of my dogs. I gotta take care of my rabbit. It's been Christmas. It's New Year's. I mean, it's been hard to get up every day, do my regular routine, and then find that extra time to go make a video and edit it and work on it. And my videos, I haven't been able to do as ambitious stuff as I want to or edit differently because of this. That doesn't mean I can't make one video every week and put a lot more time into it and hope that video gets more hits and traffic. But the problem is with someone like a small content creator like me, I need to build the channel. To build the channel, I need to keep making content and getting people to look at my channel. If I just hope for the lottery win, where, okay, I'll make a video every once in a while and hopefully it's good enough to get views. It's not about it being good enough. My videos that have the most hits on my channel aren't my best videos. They're the ones that were either they had the most clickbait ability, or they were just trending at that time, or they got the interaction that was necessary for the YouTube algorithm. I'm very unattached from those videos. the ones that got so much traffic and so much hits, and so many comments and all that stuff. I mean, I got a lot of money from those videos. I'm not complaining, and I got a lot of you subscribers from those videos. But those videos themselves, to me, didn't deserve what they received, hit-wise or anything. I'll be the first one to admit it. I felt like it was ridiculous. And I've made much better videos that don't get nearly that many hits. Which, you know, whatever. That's the nature of the beast. But it just upsets me because it seems like YouTube wants you to do clickbait material. They want you to do stuff that's going to get a bunch of hits in it. They want you to do controversial stuff that isn't challenging or interesting or nuanced in that way. Like if I make fun of Zarna Joshi and I make jokes and I go in depth, they want it to be like reactionary where you can get people angry, or they want you to sexualize things. I mean, they're going to just push those Fousey tubes or the Joey Salad guys who do those kind of videos, who do clickbaity videos just to get them spread on the web. Millions of people look at these videos that we find out later are fake, and yet you'll rarely see a video go viral on YouTube now that's, you know, some content creator making a really good, well-informed video with good editing and all that stuff. I bring up Razor Fist all the time. I don't agree with him on everything, but he has a couple videos I think are incredible videos that deserve 1 million views, that they should have went viral. They never did. But then some other asshole has to just, you know, say that he's colorblind and he sees color for the first time, and he gets millions of hits because it's just clickbaity and it's simple and it's for someone who's 5 and someone who's 80. So ultimately, it has no substance. And it's not like YouTube hasn't been generic. I mean, even PewDiePie. I don't hate PewDiePie as a person or anything, but I think his content's shit. But you know, to be fair, YouTube, a lot of people make it on YouTube. It's not like they're great. A lot of people have a lot of subscribers that aren't the best content creators on YouTube. But with this new algorithm, they're killing the small channel growth. Those big YouTubers will ultimately survive, I think, through this. And they have their fan bases on social media and all that. I mean, I've tried to build my following on my Twitter and on Facebook and all that stuff. But the problem is that ultimately, people are still going to YouTube predominantly to watch videos like this. Now, Facebook's doing really well on some other sites, but unless your video goes viral and appeals to like millions of people, really, you just have to hope that you can build a YouTube audience off the niche audience that you have for what you do. Like me, like I do anti-SJW stuff. So I hope that I get people who like that kind of content and want to come to my channel. But the problem is I got to compete with the Bearings and the Teal Deers and the Chris Ray Guns and the Armored Skeptics, and then thousands of channels like that have either more or less subscribers than me. There's a bunch of us, right? And it's hard to stand out, which I don't mind. I like the competition. But YouTube is holding back the idea that we're having a friendly competition with, let's make better videos against each other and see who can make the best video to get the most hits and deserve the recognition. Now it seems like it's more of a crapshoot than ever. There was at least some strategy before. Like, okay, if I upload a video regularly enough, and I get enough interaction, somewhat, and I get people watching my stuff, watching my videos, and I make them long enough, even just 10 minutes, I can probably do well on YouTube. And that worked for me. I used that pattern as the patriarchy, and in a few months, I added 2,000 subscribers in a short amount of time. Most of it happened within a course of a month. In November, I got the majority of that. Now, since then, in December, every time I gain 10, 15, 20 new subscribers, and then I upload a new video, 10 are immediately knocked off. Sometimes more. And I mean immediately, within like seconds. I'll go from like, let's say 2,070 subscribers to 2,055. And a lot of the people don't even know that they were unsubscribed and they never come back. Or they'll come back way later and they don't know. Also, a lot of my subs don't see my uploads. I've uploaded several videos that very hardcore followers, people who really like my videos, are like, dude, I totally missed this Q&A video you did. I totally missed this video you uploaded about this. I mean, it's all the time. And it's suspicious. It's so weird. Why don't people see all your shit? Right? And then why is there a glitch that makes sub count drop? I mean, if that was just a glitch that existed for a little while and they fixed it, that'd be one thing. But it's been going on for months, and YouTube seems to give no fucks on fixing it. So I'm just gonna say now, I think it was completely intentional. I think the glitch thing's not there as a joke. I think it's just something that they have there to knock down subscribers on channels. I don't know if it's to kill momentum of new channels like mine, because they don't want content from YouTube creators that are new. They just want the Jimmy Fallons, who's going to upload 2 or 3 or 4 videos every day with Justin Timberlake or some shit like that, or singing a song with Obama, and laughing through the whole thing. But I'm fucking pissed because my channel was growing and I was building an audience, and then when they changed this algorithm and everything, they just fucked me. And I'm not playing victim here, but it's so shitty because they fucked any growth of a new channel. If you lose subscribers every time you upload a video, how the fuck are you supposed to gain any real subscribers? You'd have to get so many. You'd have to get like thousands to subscribe at a time, which is fine, but then you can lose 1,000 in an upload like that. I mean, the number some people have lost subscribers has been thousands. When they upload a video, if you have enough. It's scary because I'm scared if I got to 10,000 subscribers, I'd get knocked down to 9,000 and lose 1,000. I mean, it makes it frustrating to upload. You don't want to upload. You get scared. You get scared to upload your goddamn videos on YouTube. And you're scared of them censoring you with YouTube Heroes. I mean, this whole year has been YouTube giving us the finger. They said, hey, we're going to give a bunch of people this ridiculous power to shut your videos down and say they're ineligible for monetization because they're controversial and we can't put ads on controversial content. Even though they won't tell us who doesn't want to put their ads on there, and they won't tell us that there's people who maybe would want to put ads on those videos. They just say that nobody would want to put anything on it, which I don't believe at all. I think if a video has enough hits, they don't give a fuck, and there's somebody out there that wants to make money off that video. And now YouTube, it's like it's a separation for being a business and what the website is, like the YouTube, the content creators, the people uploading videos, getting subs, and now being a business where it's just what Google became, where the top searches become what they want it to be. What you show up on the trending on YouTube is what they want it to be, what they want you to see, which they've always sort of done. But the last few years, YouTube's kind of been able to self-sustain itself as a community. The community within itself has been able to kind of control things. Now, YouTube has brought all this outside influence who will just destroy YouTube and make it television. It will be NBC. It'll be CBS. It'll be Fox. It'll be like that. It'll be TV again, where you're watching something that's supposed to appeal to everyone, say like a Big Bang Theory, that is ultimately so generic and safe that it's going to be so uninteresting, but that's going to get the traffic. And yet the stuff that is really engaging and exciting and interesting, and I'm not saying that's my content, I'm just saying in general, that stuff's just going to become less and less and less. They already killed animation, which was awesome. Now they're just going to kill content creating in general. Even a vlogger's going to have a hard time uploading a video daily. And if PewDiePie's suffering with 50 million subscribers and he's losing them and dealing with shit, then what hope does someone like me have? And when I call YouTube a loser, I'm not calling them a loser in the sense that they really failed. They're successful as a company, Google, even though I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't make them any profit. Although I'd argue that the non-profits they make only help Google as a company, because they get to write a lot of that off, and Google makes profits all over the place. The reason YouTube isn't profitable isn't because of how it's set up that the content creators get so much money in the ad revenue. I hate this all the time. People say in the comments, oh, you people don't deserve the money you get. If you make a goddamn video and it gets 100,000 hits or a million hits, you deserve the money you get from your ad revenue. It is bullshit for you to say otherwise. If I was in a TV show on a network and the episode got 1 million ratings, the first episode, right? Even if that was just bad and the show got canceled, I'd still get paid a lot of money for that. I'd still get paid like a $60,000 salary for doing that episode. So if somebody's making a few $100 or a few $1,000s off a YouTube video that gets hundreds of thousands or millions of hits, fuck you for saying they don't deserve that money. They figured out a way to market that thing, be it what the video, whatever it is, to bring in those people to get the money. So they do deserve the money in that sense. I don't know why they bring the money to YouTube. I think where YouTube messes up, and I think the easy fix to this, is to support the content creators and make the content thrive through YouTube. You know why Netflix works or HBO works? Because it takes that format of the subscribers matter first, and the content has to be so good that we get the subscription so high that we don't care about how much the ratings are, how many views we get. It's about keeping people there and building that up. HBO has Game of Thrones, or Netflix has Stranger Things and the Marvel stuff. So when Netflix has like 25, 30 million subscribers, all paying like $10 a month, they make a shitload of money. And then they can produce all these shows, and people stay there because of the shows, not because Netflix has the best library in the world of unlimited movies, or all that stuff. You could torrent all of those and get better stuff. It's because they want to watch the Netflix exclusive, how it's formatted. YouTube is formatted wonderfully, and the video player works great. The problem is that they don't want to do that thing where they let people like me or other content creators upload a lot, let us build up the sub fan bases, and let the sub fan bases be the support of YouTube. We all set up a Patreon, a lot of us, to get money from our fans, and fans watch our shit to give us money. Why don't you figure out some kind of system where the subscribers, that transfer of money, can go to you guys? And they'll be like, oh, yes, they can. If YouTube wanted more money from me, I'd give it to them. If they wanted a bigger percentage, I'm sure everyone on here would give it to them. If they needed money, they could figure out so many different things to get the money. They could change how it's set up. They could make it where we have to sponsor things to get more money. Like we don't have to go find outside sponsors. They actually give you sponsors as a YouTube channel to promote that gets hired by Google to promote. Or you guys actually give budget and money to produce these shows. Not like PewDiePie and YouTube Red and all these terrible fucking things you guys do. Or like, you're like, hey, Philip DeFranco, let's put him up. And then you guys fuck them over. No, I mean actually produce shows like Netflix does. I mean actually put some goddamn money into YouTube. Actually make it where the videos look good again and it didn't all go back to this vlogging cheap style. Even though we all get tired of high production value videos, you guys don't want to support anyone. You don't want to give us the necessary things to make those videos that could bring in 20, 30 million hits, like all those music videos or all those Jimmy Fallon vids. Those videos could be made on YouTube all the time. Google doesn't see it as that you could own that all. It could all be exclusive to you. You don't need the companies. You are new television. You are new media. Dominate it. Take it over. But part of me feels it is a political reasoning. It's because Google's very leftist, very liberal. And they don't want certain type of content on here. And they don't like the power that people and the influence people have had on here. They want to make profits that are ridiculous that they can't make without going to outside sources. And the problem is that's their own fault of years of mistakes that YouTube has made since Google's bought this site with management. I mean, it's been years we've been complaining about this stuff. The greatest thing Google did was gave us ad revenue to where we could get money like this, where they could pay people. That's about it. I mean, really, in a lot of ways, they've consistently over the last few years made the site more generic and less interesting and more focused on clickbait and shitty thumbnails. And it's been less about just watching the video for being a good video or a bad video that has interesting content in it. It's all about the outside of the video now and not the inside of it. It's the outside. It's more shallow now than it's really ever been. When YouTube started back in the day in 0506, you could just upload a video and get hits, but a lot of the time, it was more like it was fair because people would just view it depending on what the fuck it was. And they would tell you how they felt. And you would get dislikes and likes and views. It was real simple. How many hits you got and likes and dislikes you got and all that stuff. Now, they want people to interact. They want you to upload all the time. I mean, they basically want you to do this as like a job all the time when they're not paying you the money to make it a job. It's a hobby. A lot of us can't do it as anything but a hobby because we can't do it all the time because I'm not making that kind of money. Even if I had 10, 20,000 subscribers, I wouldn't be making enough money to do YouTube as a career. So what's the goal? You're never going to have it where anyone's going to be able to regularly do YouTube except for the people that already have those huge numbers. And now you're not going to let any new channels build up to that point. Unless they get these insane videos that are probably going to be really shitty. It's probably going to have chicks in bikinis in the thumbnails. It's probably going to have a really shitty title like Grab 'em by the Pussy 2016. Actually, that's a great title. And it's just going to be some guy telling lame jokes for like 10, 15 minutes, dragging the content out and fingering some girl's butthole. And that's all it's going to be. It's just going to be garbage. It's going to be trash. With the YouTube heroes, they're telling us they don't want us to say whatever we want, and they don't want to pay us for that. Okay. Now they're telling us they want us to upload all the time. Under that ruling that we can't get the ad revenue, which is like, okay. Even though if the video still gets like a bunch of hits. And then they're telling us now we still have to get interaction and a lot of likes and comments, and we have to get high watch times, and we're not going to get paid for that if our video is ineligible for ad revenue. So it's like a no-win scenario. You could have a hit video that you don't make money off, depending on if they decide it's eligible for ad revenue or not, which I don't know what the fuck. It seems they say there's these guidelines, and I've read them, but they're so broad it could mean anything. It just seems like, oh, this one. I mean, both of my videos that happened to, there was nothing in them. I mean, especially the one I made. I made a music video, and they said it was ineligible for ad revenue, and I have no idea what they were talking about. It was just a music video me and my friend made with us singing, and had nothing controversial. I was so confused. Um, but that's YouTube. It's confusing. It's confusing, and they shit on us, and they don't care about us, and they've shown that over and over again. And I don't need them to care about me. I just wish they'd stop fucking with me. And let me make the videos I want to make for the people that want to watch them, and let them be able to see them and find them. That's my thing. Quit fucking with the ability of my subscribers to watch my videos, and quit taking my subscribers away when I upload. So if I can't get ad revenue off these ineligible videos, and then you want me to get a lot of interaction, and then you make me lose subscribers when I upload that video, let's look at all those factors. There's no winning there. There's no win to this situation. The only way to win is to play the game. And the game is shit. It's set up against you from the beginning. It's the casino rules. I'm not going to say this is the end of YouTube and the death of YouTube, because everyone says that every time something bad happens, but I think it'll be just another contributing factor to YouTube getting crappier. I'm not just bitching about this because of my channel. What the fuck ever. I never started doing YouTube videos hoping to get 2,000, 10,000 subscribers, whatever. But it upsets me because I love YouTube as someone who comes and watches it and enjoys a lot of creators. And I've seen the damage done from this and the quality drop over the last few years. And Google's directly contributed to this from the very beginning. And they just don't care. They don't get the right people to represent them. They don't respond to us well. They won't communicate with anybody. They don't seem to have enough staff. They don't seem to have enough moderators. I mean, it's ridiculous. Where's Google putting this money? If they're not making any profit, then get your shit together to make profit. The way to do that is to not just make YouTube this generic site where people are going to come watch videos on any site. That'll just make it that a competitor will come out and take your business for the original video content. People are like, oh, no one will ever be able to compete with YouTube. That was only possible because YouTube has always been where content creators can still come upload and get the most hits. But if they make we can't get those kind of hits anymore, and we can't get the ad revenue anymore, and we can't get the responses anymore, we can't get the subscribers anymore. I mean, I can't gain subs with this glitch that you guys just can't fucking fix because of your incompetence, or the fact that you don't want to. I don't know what's going on. Like, you just don't care. So I don't think YouTube's the biggest loser of 2016, but it's the one that stung the most, because despite all my success this year and the things I enjoyed about YouTube, and being on YouTube, and my channel growing, and all the great videos I saw this year, and all the stuff that I discovered, in general, I felt like the site has just become more shitty. And there's more drama created now to get hits than there ever was before. And clickbait titles like that with drama with other YouTubers. I mean, you really can't get a following on the site anymore unless you complain about somebody or bitch about other people. I mean, I used to make videos when I didn't do any of that stuff, and then when I became the patriarchy, I had to start bitching about people, and I got more traffic. They made it that way. They want negativity spread. Maybe not that's what they wanted, but that's the site they've created to create drama, soap opera. It's like tabloid stuff. I mean, they don't care. And now they're trying to bring in the generic network bullshit, and it's just going to ruin everything about the individualism, the you in the YouTube. It's just going to be tube. It's just going to be television again. And I don't want TV anymore. We all got sick of TV. That's why we like YouTube and other things, because we can watch all this different type of content that doesn't adhere to the rules of television. But this video's going on long enough. How do you feel about YouTube? Has it affected any of your channels or anyone that you're a fan of? Have you been unsubbed to anyone that you're a big fan of? Have you had a hard time gaining momentum? It certainly affected me. A lot of my friends, a lot of big YouTubers have brought it up. I mean, like I said, since this algorithm's really kicked in for me this last month, every time I upload a video, I've lost subscribers. Every time. Every video I've uploaded this month has lost me subscribers. At this point, I don't know how many I've lost in general and didn't get back. I mean, it's pretty nuts. I have no idea, and I'll never really know unless the numbers are so huge. And I don't mind gaining subscribers slowly and getting them from video to video and people building up. That's fine with me. But if they're going to take all those new subs I get from each video and knock them down, and those people may not know they ever got unsubbed, and they might never see my video and just think, oh, we didn't upload a new video, okay. You're putting so much on the user to come out and seek me out. And that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's just to keep us from having the ability to get our stuff out there easier. It's putting more work on the users to do your job, YouTube, which is to make the content accessible as possible to the people who come on the site and the kind of content that they want to see on this site. So fix it, or get ready for competition in a couple years or the next year even. And people are already trying to do this. I don't think it's going to take off right away. I think it's going to take a long time. But the day that we don't need to use your site to upload our videos to get what we need, the day that we don't solely have to rely on you, I'm disabling my shit, not coming on here anymore. Because you guys clearly have shown me you don't care if I make any money for you guys. If I get a video with 100,000 hits, like I have, and make you guys money, you don't care about talking to me or figuring out anything with the YouTube content creators to figure out profits. You just care about going behind our backs because you don't give a fuck, and you never did. You really never did. And this is what I always said about Google. Google's never cared. Google's put this false front from the beginning as a site, as a search engine and everything, that they were always about the users and everything. And Google's been nothing but monopolizing the entire internet. The reason that like somewhere like California or New York has all the dominance of these big companies like an Apple or a Facebook or a YouTube, where people try to tell me, well, that's why popular vote should count. Look at California's economy. They went out there. It's a monopoly. I can't create a business website in another state, in another city right now, or another state that isn't, California. I can't create that and compete with YouTube or Google or Facebook. Are you kidding? They all work together to manipulate and take over. It wasn't like the free market like they just took over. They killed the competition, and now they're killing us and trying to control us and the kind of content that's even on the internet. Don't you see that the internet is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller the more that it's only like 4 or 5 big websites that control the entire thing? That's the death of the internet. That's just TV again, where 4 or 5 TV channels is all that you can watch. We want cable. We want satellite. We want to be able to have unlimited content and resource abilities. You're just going to get us all torrenting again or going somewhere else. Work with us, YouTube. Work with us. I'm willing to talk to you. The bigger YouTubers than me that make a lot more money all want to talk to you and work on this. I don't know why you have this communication problem. I get someone like me, fuck me, but somebody who has millions of subscribers, why the fuck aren't you talking to them and working with them? It's ridiculous. Do you not know how to run a business? If somebody has millions of followers, that person is very valuable to you. And you can make even more money off them. YouTube is not making profit because of the system is flawed. The system's a great idea. It's because of how they run the system and how they manage things. They do such a bad job that they think they're not making money because of what is a pretty damn good system. So they keep changing it, trying to fix it, and eventually, sure, they may end up making money, but in the long term, will YouTube be here in 10 years if it becomes that kind of website? I don't know. And I know this site's so expensive because of the bandwidth and how many videos on here and how much it costs them to keep these videos on. I understand that. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, you guys are telling us to even upload longer videos now. So you're telling us to use even more bandwidth than ever before. You want us to upload like long videos. I mean, goddamn. I mean, it's just everything that's wrong with like corporate America, because corporate America always forgets about the employees at some point when they get too big. And then when you devalue the employees and the workers and the people that make the company what it is, and you don't want to give them back what they put into it, you slowly become just that company symbol what it is, and everything that it had about it that was personality and different and stood out and was interesting and good for the world is gone. It's just McDonald's, it's just Burger King, it's just quick, convenient, and what you know, it's familiar, It's not a 5-star meal. It's not something new. It's not challenging. It's just a Big Mac. It's the same thing. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. So, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys all have a great New Year's Eve, and I hope you guys all go into the new year having tons of resolutions that you don't plan to keep. And hopefully, next year YouTube will fix a lot of these issues, or at least communicate better with the people on the site, so we can come to some middle ground together, and everyone can let their grievances out. Because I get it, if you guys aren't making profit, we want to help you make that profit. It's only to your benefit to work with us. That's really YouTube. It's only to your benefit to work with the content creators on the site. Damn. That was a long fucking video. I hope it didn't come off rambling or that I went on a bunch of tangents or stuff like that. I just had a lot to get off my chest with this. It was a lot to cover. It's been a very frustrating year with YouTube, but it's also been a great year with YouTube because of you guys, because of my subscribers. So you guys are the best thing about the year. You guys are the opposite of losers. You're winners because you make a loser like me feel like I'm 10 times bigger every day that I get up, just because one comment can make my whole fucking day, good or bad. Because it's so nice to know somebody took time out of their day to actually watch my shit and care enough to leave a comment that they thought out enough. I appreciate that always. Even if I don't respond to something you write or something, just know I read it and I care. So please leave 100,000 likes on this. Let's do this bullshit. Let's get to 100 likes, people. Come on, let's try and do this video. 100 likes, 200 likes. And let's try to get as many comments as crazy. Don't leave one comment, people. I want you to leave 2 comments. Leave 1 comment and then another one. That's right. I want to blow this shit up. Let's make this video spam as hell. Let's get the word out there that YouTube needs to know that we all think of them as a fucking loser because they have everything in the world in front of them to have. They could have everything. The internet is theirs to be taken. And they don't want it. They don't want it because they just can't see the forest from the trees, man. So, till next time, go fuck yourselves. And go fuck yourselves into 2017.